K-drama Haven family. In the dazzling yet demanding world of Korean entertainment, every star faces moments of transformation. For actors, there is no season more defining, no journey more humbling than the time spent away from the spotlight, serving in the military. And for Ji Chang Wook, one of the brightest names in Korean drama history, those years of service were not just a pause in his career. They were a mirror, a reminder of what mattered most, and an awakening of feelings long tucked away. Hold on tight, K-drama Haven family, because this journey is only just beginning. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The revelations, the emotions, the moments that will change everything. And when he returned, with cameras flashing, fans cheering, and microphones waiting for his every word, there was one name that left him teary-eyed. One name that made the crowd fall silent. One name that revealed the heart behind the star. Nam Ji-hyun. The waiting years. When Ji Chang Wook enlisted in 2017, fans felt the weight of goodbye. He was at the height of his career. Suspicious Partner, his drama with Nam Ji-hyun, had just finished airing. It wasn't just another drama. It was the project that cemented him as a romantic lead of unrivaled depth. And it was the drama that gifted fans with what many still call the most unforgettable chemistry in K-drama history. But just as the story of love was written on screen, reality came knocking. Ji Chang Wook had to leave. The army awaited. And with his departure, an ache lingered in fans' hearts. Would his career be the same when he returned? Would the bond between him and Nam Ji-hyun fade into memory? For 2 years, there were no dramas, no fan meetings, no public moments to cling to. But still, fans never forgot. And deep inside, Ji Chang Wook carried his own memories too. The return. The day came in April 2019. Ji Chang Wook stepped out of uniform for the final time as a soldier and returned to the world as an actor. Cameras captured his every move. His smile was warm, but his eyes carried the weight of reflection. And then came the moment. An interviewer asked him about his time away, about what he missed, about the people who had left an impact on him. His voice softened. His smile wavered. And suddenly there it was. Nam Ji-hyun. The emotional words. Ji Chang Wook spoke not as a celebrity, not as a man reciting prepared answers. He spoke as someone whose heart was remembering. He admitted that during his service, he often thought back to the drama that defined his last project before enlistment. He remembered the laughter on set, the way Nam Ji-hyun's energy filled the room, her warmth, her kindness, her ability to carry even the heaviest scene with light. And then his eyes glistened. A rare sight for a man known for his strong, charismatic screen presence. She was someone I could trust, he said, his voice unsteady. Even when things were difficult, she made everything feel easier. That kind of connection stays with you. Tears and smiles. Vulnerability and gratitude. Ji Chang Wook was not simply recalling a co-star. He was recalling a bond that had left a permanent mark. Fans in tears. The moment spread like wildfire. Clips of his words traveled across social media. Hashtags trended worldwide. And fans, who had been waiting patiently through his military service, felt a surge of emotion. They saw what they always believed, that his bond with Nam Ji-hyun was not just scripted chemistry. It was real, human, unforgettable. Comments poured in by the thousands. He still thinks about her. The way he said her name, you can feel it. This is not just admiration. This is something deeper. For fans, Ji Chang Wook's emotional words were more than just a passing memory. They were proof of a love story that, even if unspoken, still lingered in his heart. The what-ifs. From that day on, the questions only grew louder. What if Ji Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun reunited in a new drama? What if their story, paused by duty and time, found its way back to the screen? And the most daring question of all, what if the emotions we saw on screen were not fiction at all, but fragments of something real? The industry has remained silent. The actors themselves have never confirmed more than friendship and admiration. But for fans, Ji Chang Wook's tears and words opened a door to endless possibilities. Because when a man, fresh from the trials of military service, chooses to speak about one name with such emotion, it is never just casual. It is meaningful. The legacy of their bond. Years have passed since Suspicious Partner. Ji Chang Wook continues to shine in diverse roles. Nam Ji Hyun has grown into a powerhouse actress in her own right. Both continue to write their own stories, professionally and personally. But together, they remain immortal in the eyes of fans. Their chemistry is studied. Their scenes are rewatched. Their interviews are dissected for hidden glances and subtle smiles. And above all, that one moment, Ji Chang Wook's emotional words after the military, continues to remind the world of the bond they shared. A bond that brought tears. A bond that brought smiles. A bond that will never be forgotten. Behind the scenes, what we didn't see. While cameras captured Ji Chang Wook's emotional words, whispers behind the scenes began to spread. Staff members present that day later revealed how long he paused before mentioning her name. How his voice caught slightly in his throat. How his expression softened, as though he wasn't talking to reporters anymore, but to himself. Some say he carried a small photo album during his service, snapshots from sets, moments frozen in time. Others claim he once told fellow soldiers that Suspicious Partner wasn't just another drama. It was, in his own words, a season of my life I can never forget. Whether rumor or truth, one thing is undeniable. His connection to Nam Ji Hyun was not something he could leave behind. The fans who never stopped hoping. As his words spread, fan communities across the globe lit up. Forums filled with speculation. Old interviews resurfaced. Behind-the-scenes clips were replayed, frame by frame, searching for new meaning. One fan wrote, "He served for 2 years, but the first name that came to his heart was hers. That tells you everything." Another wrote, "You can't fake that kind of emotion. You can't train for it in acting school. That's real." And in every corner of the fandom, one demand grew louder. Reunite them. Bring Ji Chang Wook and Nam Ji Hyun back on screen. Producers, take notice. The power of fan demand in Korea is undeniable. And Ji Chang Wook's emotional moment after the military did not go unnoticed. Rumors began circulating of production houses discussing potential projects. Writers admitted they were sketching outlines with a pairing in mind. And even though nothing official was confirmed, the industry understood. The chemistry of Ji Chang Wook and Nam Ji Hyun wasn't finished. It was waiting. A director once remarked privately, "When you have two actors like this, you don't create the chemistry. You just give them a stage and let it happen." And fans waited. For the stage. For the spark. For the moment when fate would pull them together again. The weight of emotion. But beyond career moves, there was something more human at play. Military service changes people. It strips away fame, luxury, and applause. It leaves behind only truth. For Ji Chang Wook, that truth revealed itself in the form of memory. Memory of laughter. Memory of trust. Memory of a co-star who became more than just a colleague. And when he spoke her name, it wasn't just for the reporters. It was for himself. A reminder of the light he carried through the shadows. A love story that refuses to end. Today, the story of Ji Chang Wook and Nam Ji Hyun continues to live, not in headlines, not in scandals, but in the hearts of fans who believe in something more. It lives in the clips of Suspicious Partner replayed millions of times. It lives in interviews where their eyes met and laughter lingered. It lives in that single, unforgettable moment after the military, when Ji Chang Wook's voice broke as he spoke of her. Tears and smiles. Two simple emotions. But together, they told the world everything. K-drama Haven family, some stories are written on paper. Some are captured on film. But the most powerful stories are written in the heart. Ji Chang Wook and Nam Ji Hyun's story is one of them. A story that continues to breathe. A story that fans will never let fade. Because when chemistry becomes connection, when acting becomes truth, when tears and smiles reveal what words cannot hide, that is no longer just drama. That is destiny. And destiny never ends. This is K-Drama Haven.